see them? They're cows. Good morning everyone. It's about 9:15 on this Saturday. As you can see, Shane's not with me. This is a bit of a solo wander other than being with you guys in Chester. We just parked up the car. I'm not sure if we're meant to park that way, but unfortunately all the spots are taken. Today I've decided to take you on a little trip to memory lane. Now this walk is a bit of a childhood walk. My family used to live close by here. In fact, there's a bungalow down the road that my sister was born in. About probably 20 minutes walk. Oh dear, Chester. We're going this way, mate. Come on. And we used to come here all the time walking our Jack Russell. Welcome to Paul Forest. Car park way in. Well, there's a car park up here now. This looks a lot different to when I was here. I haven't been here in a long time. I think the car park's closed. That's probably why people are parked down there. Okay, let's have a look. Please do not stop or park in a lane. You visit the car park. Well, it's closed, so unfortunately that's gonna have to do. Oops. Let's quickly see what this says. Oh, disabled and staff entrance. Okay, no, we definitely need to go this way. Yeah, it's a public footpath, but the location I think is, that's where we want to head. Hopefully it goes around to it. So as I was saying before, this is a bit of a trip down memory lane. I last came here with Shane, I think in 2015. A long time ago now. Now coming with you guys. It has a lot of fond memories of this area. It's sort of place when me and my sisters became really settled in a home, because we moved around a lot and we were here for 6 years, which was a long time for a kid. We absolutely loved all of the woodlands around here. I think this is why we got into really into sort of country life, just because of the adventures and possibilities for our imaginations to thrive. Now, we spent 6 years here and didn't learn a darn thing about the location. And I looked into it recently and it kind of blew me away. Even the name of this place, I mean the hint's in the name, you gotta admit, but it just didn't click. And today we're going to discover it together. Okay, dreaded gate. Is it just a bit of rope? Yeah, just a bit of rope. There you go. Come on, Chester. You see the campsite over there? I used to work in that campsite, washing cups and glasses and sorting out the pool machine. The manager was actually really nice. She said if any 50p's got stuck, I could keep them. As long as I cleared them out of the machine, they were mine. Got all my pocket money for sweeties there. A good stick, buddy. Yeah? Looks like many things have chewed it. You're going to give it a chew? No? You the people at the campsite. Chester, this way, buddy. There's the path. You can see how steep this hill is. Got to climb all the way to the top. I remember there being massive ants here. Me and my sisters used to joke it was actually a giant ant hill. They get carried away, turned into their queens. You have to admit, it is beautiful here. I don't think all these little trees existed when this was a thriving community, but I would certainly appreciate having trees here now. So green. Hope it comes out on camera for you guys. You're on the scent. Is that good? Another memory that comes to mind is when me and my sister came here during a thunderstorm. I actually had lightning as well. We were trying to climb to the top and lightning was striking around us, and suddenly we realised we couldn't breathe very well. I got really bad headaches. I don't know if it was the lack of oxygen or what. The air just smelled so different. Later we worked out that as the lightning was striking, I mean, it makes those loud snap sounds because it's sucking out all the oxygen. Woof! Almost saw me fall on my butt. Yeah, that's why we couldn't breathe, and probably why we actually got headaches. Come on, mate. What are you doing? You little legs. Go this way. Go to the top. That's it. No thunderstorms today. Blimey. Well, I think a lot of the paths are eroded away. It's very steep to get up here. Oh my gosh, it's not very good when you're rolling on bits of wood either. Here we go. Yeah, I think if you're not too athletic, oh, this might be a bit of a tricky path. Or if you've got a dog that's constantly trying to pull you back down. I don't know if you've seen all the ants or something. Is that ants? Oh, they are, look. I wonder if he's getting nipped. Don't stay still for too long, Chester. Oh, I think we have reached the top. So it doesn't take too long to get up here. Oh, you can see a bit of view there. Perfect. So behind me, can't really see at this angle, only when we were a little bit higher. There you go, Chester's trying to have a view. But back in the day, these trees would have been cut down and would have given them a perfect view of the surrounding area. Now, where that comes into play, Beacon Hill was just that. It was a hill with a beacon on it. Originally called Lychett Hill or Lychett Beacon. So Beacon Hill was used in the 1500s as a warning beacon, specifically during 1588 when the Spanish Armada were attacking. It played a pivotal role in warning the rest of the country. So the thing with these beacons is that this wouldn't be the only one. The point of it was people would be guarding this area 24/7 and checking to see if the other beacons had been lit. If someone saw an invasion, they would light their beacon and it would go all through the country and it would warn everyone in the country within an hour that the Spanish Armada were attacking. Chester's seeing ghosts again. Then it was used a second time during the Napoleonic Wars because of how effective it was. And that was, I think, a couple of centuries afterwards. Look at Chesty, he's so cute. He's in on there. Hi, buddy. Are you watching out for the Spanish Armada? Or is Napoleon going to attack? Oh, you're such a brave puppy. You're going to light the beacon? Yeah? You get lots of cheese for doing that. The cheese isn't there yet. You have to warn people first. Another little fact for you. Oh, there's a pooch. But in 1588, when they successfully warned the country about the Spanish Armada attacking, afterwards the people who manned the area were awarded a crest for their services. And the crest is still around today and it's at one of the local churches. I don't know if we'll be able to go see it, but we'll head in that direction. If not, we'll still check out the church. Okay, we're gonna head back now because we have got a few other bits and pieces on this wonder that I want to show you. Chester, you not thirsty? No? Okay, we try. There's all these cows. One of them has a cough. Chester's not happy. You see them? They're cows. I did not realise they released cattle in here. Jumping over logs. Don't know if you can see that. Well, I think we're safe up here. Blimey. Yeah, I see why you were barking. Good boy. I just had to calm Chester down. I honestly didn't hear them. I thought it was another dog walker or something, but not a herd of cows. Yeah, that really spooked poor Chester. But with a little bit of a cuddle and then seeing the actual cows walk through, he's calmed down. Aren't you, buddy? You're a good boy. You're a little guard dog, aren't you? Protecting us from the evil cows. I can sound quite rude. Chester, we're gonna go now. You tap dancing on the log. Oh, do you feel very grand on there? I think he wants to stay here on the log all day. It's like the biggest stick he's ever caught, and he wants to guard it with his life. Come on, Chester, they're just cows. It's not the Spanish Armada. Good boy. He's a good boy. Let's go. Hoping it's okay to go down this way. I think the cows went off in that direction. Kind of need to go back down this path, mate. This is like some twisted Blair Witch project, I swear. We're just going to get lost on Beacon Hill, surrounded by cows, constantly having to divert away from them. They're just waiting, patiently, for their moment to strike. Luckily, I've got a secret weapon. Chester. Chester, how are you going to protect me on this day? How are you going to protect us? How are you going to eat? Where will the sprats come from? We've only got 2 left. One for you, one for me. I think it will probably only last 1 day. We could eat the cows, you're right. They are beef. Are you strong enough to take down a cow? I don't think so. Yes, teamwork would help. So would sharp objects. Your teeth are sharp. You're right. Maybe we do have everything we need. Shall we continue then? This could be the battle of the ages. Let's go. He's a good boy. He's like my cow detector. The moos are getting more distant, which is a good sign. Now, what would be worse is if I slip down and broke an ankle. I probably shouldn't have said that because I probably jinxed it. Should we go this way, buddy? I know, they're scary. In all honesty, cows are quite scary. There's like, one of them is dangerous enough. A herd of them isn't going to be a pretty sight. Even though most of the cows are quite docile, I don't know if they've got calves or not. That will make them a bit more feisty, especially with having a dog around. So I'd rather not find out how feisty these cows are. So we're going to head back to the car now. But there's another little area that I want to take you to that has strong links to Beacon Hill. And also my childhood. Woof. Okay. I mean, you gotta hand it to me. No matter how much I trip, I don't actually fall. This wasn't the biggest walk around here. You can get to the top. It is mostly sort of a playground for children and cows now that we've discovered. Okay. Why do you have to be awkward, huh? Show off. Come on, let's go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, well, we do that anyway. It's all good. Ooh, shaky boy. Okay, back in the car. It is very toasty today. We are going to now head to the next location, which isn't too far to drive. About probably even just a 5-minute drive down the road, but it has strong links to this place. I'll explain in a moment when we get there. See you in a bit. Oh, Chester, have we found the church? Have we found it? I know, we got a bit lost there, didn't we? It's not very well signposted. It's literally a tiny little path that leads to it. I actually turned in here because I wanted to turn around thinking I overshot it and realised I was at the location. That was a happy accident, wasn't it, Chester? Yeah. You all tangled. Let's get you sorted, mate. Oh, Chester, what are you doing? Are you splooting? You checking out the car park? See if it's sploot worthy? What is your verdict? Yeah, that's a pretty fair verdict. Yeah, good job. Well done. Yeah, so as I was saying, it's a bit of an odd turning into this because it doesn't really tell you to turn up here. I just saw a little sign there saying about a walled garden, and then opposite us on the other side of the road it said about St Mary's Church this way, but it was talking about cream teas, I think. Anyway, this is the church. Now the reason why I wanted to bring you here is because of the link to Beacon Hill. As I had mentioned to you, that Beacon Hill was originally called Lychett Hill or Lychett Beacon. Lychett comes from the old English word, or Celtic shall I say, meaning grey wood, and in the Domesday Book it is written down as Lychett. Now after William the Conqueror came over, he gifted Lychett to a John Maltravers, which is where Lychett Maltravers came from. So you can see it behind me. There's three parts of it that are still from the 1200s. It's the nave, the chancel, and another part I've forgotten. Let me check. I've got it all written down. I said all that from memory. I hope you're impressed with me. Okay, so yeah, they don't know where the exact origins of the church is, but the rumour has it that it was built in the 1200s by Sir Walter Maltravers as he set off on a crusade. So this is meant to be here in his absence. And then another part of it was built in the 14th century. So the original parts would be the nave, the chancel, and the west tower, which I guess is this up here. Let's have a look around. Come on, Chester. Hopefully he's not going to see ghosts and start barking randomly. The church graveyard's quite big actually. I don't think we're going to get very far. No, we're not, are we? Come on, buddy. Let's go. Let's have a look around. It's very quiet here as well. Oh, Chester. Is that good? I think he's quite warm from the walk. Oh, look at that one. That's lovely. Old Celtic cross. Oh, there's a nice little bench there. Maybe we can sit down and reflect, talk about the history of Lychett. Yeah, let's go do that. Not a bad place to be buried. In the 1400s, the Black Death hit the village and it caused the population to dwindle quite drastically. Like, it hit them hard. And there were a lot of sorts of cottages around here and things, but people just had to abandon them and went to higher grounds. I don't know how being in higher grounds is going to stop the plague, but I guess that's what they believed at the time. This area was left abandoned for quite a long time, and the chapel almost went to ruins. Since then, they've rebuilt it and put it back into service. But I'm just taking it in a little bit because, I mean, the Black Death was huge, not just in Britain, but worldwide. Like, the population was reduced so much. Like, if you put that into sort of today's terms, it would have been billions of people who died. And it's so peaceful right now. It's hard to believe that sort of thing happened. It must have been horrifying. That's where the term bless you came from. Anytime you sneezed, it was one of the first symptoms, so they would say bless you in hopes that you didn't have the plague. Isn't that right, Chester? Yeah. But you'd scare off the plague, wouldn't you? Probably kill all the rats that had the naughty fleas on. You're our little hero, aren't you? You're bored, aren't you? Alright, let's go on to the next one. Oh dear. Gates are difficult. Let's go. Heading back to the car. I'm going to see if we can get a sneak peek into another chapel, or at least go to the grounds, because it's got that crest that they gifted to the people who manned Beacon Hill during the Spanish... what on earth's that word? Armada, that's it. When the Spanish Armada invaded. I've got a feeling it's going to be closed though, because this one's closed. Either way, it's near the entrance to another location that I wanted to share with you guys. Sorry, just distracted because it's very pretty in there. What a back garden is that? A gorgeous one. That's the answer. It's gorgeous. Come on, let's go, come on. Another angle of that beautiful garden. You can see the trampoline over there. I think that must be the walled garden that was advertised in the entrance. I don't know if it's open to the public or what. Very pretty though. Park the car up on the side of the road. There's a little lay-by there that I'm sure is fine for now. We just want to go to this other church and show you the gates of another area that is linked to my past and the past of this area as well. So we have got this place here, South Lychett Manor. That is part of Lychett Minster School, which is where I went to school. We went there when Shane and I went to Neddy Green's. I'm sure the chapel's around here somewhere. I'm gonna go talk more about it there because it'll be quieter and not next to a road. Change of plan. We're gonna drive there. It's a bit too far for Chester and he doesn't want to be carried. I didn't realise it was so far down. It looks close on the map. Really busy looking campsite. I guess because people were there for the half term. No, it was May half term just ending tomorrow, I guess. Last time Shane and I went past it, it had a pizza baking oven and everything like that. Like, it has turned out so nice. It actually was purchased by these two people in 2006, and it was just this little rundown park when they purchased it, and they've turned it into a 5-star campsite. They've done a very good job. It looks amazing, especially when you drive through that gate. A bit too fancy for me and Shane, I think. We're used to just a muddy old field. Just noticed the architecture on that building there looks very similar to the school. Wonder if it was built at the same time. Oh, Chester's had enough. Mate, should we go to the car and have your dental stick? You want your dental stick? Does that sound like a good idea? Come on, buddy, let's go. It is getting quite hot. Chester stops off at any ounce of shade he can find. I think I might join him. Seems like a good time for an ice cream as well. We have arrived. This is Lychett Minster Parish Church, and this is where that crest is apparently on display, but it doesn't look like anyone's here, so I don't think we're going to have much luck in viewing it today, unfortunately. Chester has gone into his fluting mode, testing the ground once again. So we're chilling in the shade. There wasn't any seating at the church and we didn't feel right sitting on graves, so we have chosen a spot by the side of the road for a dental stick. Ooh, there you go. He's been a very good boy today. I know it's not the best spot to sit, but it's quiet and it's peaceful away from the road. So I wanted to tell you a bit more about the area that I haven't gone into yet. It's not too much, to be fair. You know, when we walked past those black gates that were part of Lychett Minster Manor, the manor house itself has gone through quite a long history and seen quite a few events and is now a school. Going back to this manor house, on the same site there was a previous house that was called San Sochi, which means without a care. I'm not sure if that's French or Italian. It was used possibly as a refuge for French aristocrats during the French Revolution, because they would have been put to the guillotine. And it was also used during World War I, when the wounded returned home. Well, there was a lot of places around Dorset and the surrounding areas that would care for the sick. So the lady of the manor, Lady Madeline Lees, was also a nurse, and she helped to tend to the wounded as they recovered at the manor house. Then in World War II, it was also used for military purposes. I guess they used it as a bit of a base. I heard that happened quite a lot around here, to be fair. And then in 1957, it was sold to Dorset County Council for £10,500. That seems so unfair. Imagine being able to buy a house with that. Dorset County Council then turned it into a school. So there's a bit of history on that. Oh, what's this? Oh, Chester, this is a big one. Oh, look at that. That's pretty nummy. Good boy. In addition to that, I also found out that Lychett is linked to one of our favourite towns. I'm not talking about Dorchester, I am talking about Arundel. Now, if you're a patron on our Patreon account, you would have seen the recent video, well, failed video, of when we went to Arundel on our trip to Hastings.
You're more interested in the humans.
But we haven't officially been there, so we're going to make a video of that again. Now back to the link. So it was Eleanor Matravis. Her eldest sister died, leaving her the Lychett Matravis estate, and she married John Fitzallen, the Earl of Arundel, on the 17th of February 1359. Now I say Earl, in some accounts it says Baron. I don't know what the difference is between Baron and Earl. If you know, pop it in the comments. And Lychett stayed in the Arundel family for 200 years before it was sold by the Trenchard family, I think it's pronounced. And there you go, another fact about Lychett. I don't care if you needed it or not, you're having it, no takey backsies. Chester rates Lychett 3 out of 5 paws. Though he enjoyed some of the walkies, the evil cows and boring churchyard made it hard for him to fully appreciate the day. The cows didn't even leave any poop. Most disappointing indeed. We're heading back to Lychett Parish Church now. So I think that's gonna be the end of our wander. I did want to stop off for coffee somewhere, but I drove past the location and it was chock-a-block. I think everyone's gone there for brunch, so we'll save that for another time. So we hope you enjoyed this wander with us and a brief history of Lychett Minster and Lychett Matravis. And we will see you next time. Bye! Say bye-bye, Chester. Oh, there's a chicken. He's saying goodbye too. Say bye-bye. Bye. It's very hard to wave when holding a dog. Catch you next time. Crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, no.